And every year I've been amazed by the work that students have done and the achievements that they have made. Now, with more submissions and awards than ever before, this year is no different. The breadth of skills that you've developed and recognised will carry you through the rest of your time at Sheffield Hallam and will hopefully place you in strong stead once you have graduated. You are all a true inspiration and a credit to yourselves. Tonight, you'll be called up one by one to receive your awards in your category. And once your name is called, if you can make yourself to the right-hand side of the stage to receive your certificates and have your photograph taken with a very lucky officer. In between awards, there will be appearances from guest speakers, and we will also have the pleasure of listening to a couple of student performances from Sheffield Hallam Students' Union's very own AIM Society. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy your evening. It's your evening to be proud of the work that you have done and the impact that you have made. Now please help me welcome to the stage our first performer, Ellie Cliff.
Hello everybody. I'm going to sing a couple of songs for you tonight, so I hope you enjoy it. I've been trying to do it right, and I've been living a lonely life. I've been sleeping here instead, and I've been sleeping in my bed. I've been sleeping in my bed. So show me family, all the blood that I will bleed. I don't know where I belong, and I don't know where I went wrong, but I could write a song. I belong with you, you belong with me, you're my sweet I. Oh, I belong with you, and you belong with me, you're my sweet. And I don't think you're right for him, and look at what it might have been. And took a bus to Chinatown, and you'll be standing on Canal and Ballery. She'll be standing next to me. Oh, but I belong with you, and you belong with me, you're my sweet heart. Oh, and I belong with you, and you belong with me, you're my sweet. Because love, we need it now. Let's hope for some. 'Cause some we're bleeding now. I belong with you, you belong with me, you're my sweet. Oh, but I belong with you, belong with me, you're my sweet heart. Oh, and I belong with you, you belong with me, you're my sweet. Thank you. I'm going to sing a song called September. I wrote it myself last year, and it's on SoundCloud if you'd like to have a listen. Thank you. Take me back to your front doorstep. Take me back to that little red dress. Oh, the summer came and went too fast. Take me back, and take me back to that open space, and take me back to the look on your face. Well, I never felt so out of place. Take me back, because you said to me this could last. Whoa, oh, oh. Take me back to that beautiful place, and take me back to the moment things changed, and take me back to the last time you kissed me. I'd have held on to it if I'd known. Oh, take me back, because you said to me this could last. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Trying to hold on to something, but you don't even give me a reason. And take me back to that open road. Take me back to before you had to go. Before the rain came, before we changed, and before I didn't know you would all own. Take me back, because you said to me this could last. Whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh. Hey, oh, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, Thank you. Thank you very much. Check out the AIM Society on Facebook and Twitter and everything, and follow us if you enjoyed it tonight. Thank you.
So, how beautiful was that? Well done again, Ellie. Can we have a round of applause? Cool. So, I will now be handing over to Kieran Pearson, who will be presenting the Bronze Awards. Thank you.
Well, good evening, everybody. I'm Kieran Pearson, and I'm the Education Officer here at Sheffield Hallam Students' Union. I'm very excited and honoured to be here tonight. And that's not just because I'm getting to present these awards to our amazing students, but also because I will be receiving my own award later on this evening. The first awards of the night are the Bronze Awards, as Emily mentioned. The Bronze Awards are given to those students who have shown some evidence of reflection with reference to their personal development. These students will have also shown some evidence of skill development, as well as evidence of their individual contribution to their extracurricular activities. And as you can see on the boards, this year we have had 17 students achieve a Bronze Award, and they deserve a round of applause and a big well done to them. Here tonight to receive their awards, we have four of our students, and the first of those is Amy Butt. So if you'd like, you make your way to get a picture and you receive your award to my left. Amy has received her award for working with children and using her skills of organisation and communication in her capacity as a classroom assistant. The next student to receive their Bronze Award is Dinu Vincent. Dinu has developed skills in her time management, business awareness and working with children skills. She has done this through her capacity as a peer assistant leader and placement rep. The next student to receive a Bronze Award is Rebecca Steele. Rebecca has earned her award through befriending and working with vulnerable people and using her verbal communication skills. She has done this through her role at City Hearts Volunteering. The final student to receive their Bronze Award this evening is Sabrina Propakova. The skills that Sabrina has used for this award is her befriending, communication and event management skills through her role as a course rep and teaching assistant. That's it from me tonight, and well done to all the students who received their Bronze Award. Thank you.
Okay, so we will now be moving on to the Silver Awards. Okay, I'm really happy to be presenting the Silver Awards myself this evening and celebrating what our students have done through their voluntary activities. I've worked with some of the students receiving their awards tonight, and I know firsthand how dedicated and hard-working they all are in their roles. The Silver Awards are given to students who have shown satisfactory evidence of reflection with reference to personal development. These students have also shown more evidence of skills development and evidence of their individual contribution to activities. This year we've had 39 students achieve a Silver Award, and they all deserve a round of applause for their efforts. Here tonight to receive their awards are Alice Palmer, Alice not here? No? Yes? Somewhere? Yeah. Alice has developed skills in communication, language and interview skills through the mentor scheme and as a classroom assistant. A round of applause. And next we have Akuha Abraham Tor. Okay, and he developed skills in teamwork, leadership and feedback through his position as an SBS executive rep and through the Common Purpose programme. Next we have Charles Cosden. Charles developed skills in communication, creativity and finance through his role as a student trustee for the Students' Union and a shoe carting society treasurer. Next up we have Jake Tong. Now, Jake developed skills in communication, teamwork and interview through the IBM mentoring scheme and the mock interview programme. Not getting away just yet. Next we have Katie Jackson. Katie developed skills in confidence, leadership and teamwork through her role as Salsa Society Secretary and Society Standing Committee. Next to the stage is Laura Bower. Laura developed skills in IT, teamwork and communication as part of her role as a South Yorkshire Fire and Rescue volunteer. Next up to receive their award is Lee Credington. Lee developed skills in communication, design and coaching. He was the equipment officer for Shoe Cricket and also a student sport activator. Next is Rebecca Mellett. Rebecca developed skills in mentoring, leadership, communication and professionalism skills. She was a placement rep and a peer mentor. Next we have Roxana Whiteman. Roxana developed skills in communication, listening and motivation through her role as a course rep. And then finally we have Tom Bell. Tom developed skills in communication, client engagement, interview and IT skills. He was a UNICEF volunteer, a Network Rail speed interview workshop and an IBM mock assessment centre, and through the IBM mock assessment centre. That's all of the silver awards. Now, round of applause, go on. Okay, so each year the success of the Hallam Award has grown and grown, and this would not be possible without a number of different people. The students who are keen to recognise the skills that they have developed, the staff from the Students' Union Student Development Unit, but also a growing interest from university academics. Mike Heselton is a senior lecturer in information systems and has a variety of experience working in large organisations such as British Steel, Capgemini and the Royal Mail. Mike is highly interested in preparing young adults for their careers and is a strong advocate of the Hallam Award and what it achieves beyond recognition for hard work. He proactively encourages students to engage with the Hallam Awards as a means to increase their employability beyond their experience. Let us please give him a warm welcome as he comes on stage. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that welcome. As the introduction said, my name's Mike Heselton, but who I am is also defined by what I do. And the thing I do that's got me here tonight is I work as an academic tutor for a number of students on the BIS course. And it's probably the most enjoyable job I've got here at Sheffield Hallam for three reasons. One, I'm working with people at the very start of their professional career. And secondly, it's one of the few times I'm working on a one-to-one relationship with the students. And finally, it's not an assessed activity, and sometimes I think we're in danger of over-assessing our students, so it's quite a relaxed set of meetings. But there is a danger with having relaxed sets of meetings, and that they've just become cosy, fireside, paternal chats. And I was determined to use academic tutor meetings in a very positive, transformational way. And I wanted to have a kind of hook, a peg to hang things off to give us a focus. And I thought with our roots in the polytechnic tradition, our links to industry, our focus on employability, A really good focus might be to use those meetings like an appraisal you'd have at work. Our graduates will have a probationary appraisal 6 months in. Our placement students will have 2, maybe 3 appraisals. Sadly, I had to abandon this idea when one of my more ambitious students suggested introducing performance-related pay and bonus schemes directly linked to exam results. But I also didn't want the academic tutor meetings to simply become kind of drop-in session for students who were a bit stuck on their homework or assignments. The challenge I had was to make it transformational with young professionals, and I thought a great way of doing that would be to take a central tenet of what it is to be a professional, and that is reflection, and build that into these meetings. We could reflect on the whole SHU experience, absolutely everything. When I put this to my students, the first response I had was, how many marks is it worth? Well, that's the beauty of it, guys. It's not assessed. We're free to explore all kinds of ideas about what it is to be a professional, ideas about what kind of student you are, what kind of student you want to be. So we don't have to do it. No, you don't have to do it, but if you do it, you'll gain skills that you can use not just now, but throughout your whole career. Mike, why would we do something that doesn't get us marks and isn't compulsory? And I started to feel this didn't represent my best work at Sheffield Hallam at this moment. And they're all good questions. And despite what a lot of people think, students are busy. They're getting placements, they're getting jobs, they're doing assignments, they're part-time jobs. So I decided to turn it round and ask the students a question. And the question I asked them was, why did you come to university? And the most common answer was, to get a job. Well, that's brilliant, because reflection is not just about getting a job, it's about keeping a job, because you're constantly developing and learning and refreshing your knowledge. So will it get us a first? No, not exactly, not directly, no. And the challenge I had as an academic tutor was to find a way of developing a really important, critical, lifelong skill in people who had a very immediate and short-term need. And then it came to me in a blinding, inspirational flash. I want people to reflect. They want to get good marks. Let's make the academic tutor meetings about reflection on assignments. I got it, the students got it, they came to the meetings, they came prepared, they wrote down what it was like to get an assignment, to do it, what they thought they'd get, closing the loop with the actual feedback and the mark. It was brilliant. And not only did it work in terms of attendance, it worked in terms of what the course got. And I'm delighted to say that last year on the BIS course, we had 100% progression. Every student at every level passed every module. We had 100% retention. No one dropped out, no one took a year off, no one changed courses. We had 100% placements. And I was delighted with this performance on the course. But you might be asking, what's all this got to do with the Hallam Award? And that's a question I couldn't ask myself this time last year because I didn't know what the Hallam Award was. And that's a failing on my part, because the union put up posters, they handed out flyers, they put messages on screensavers, but it was just something that passed me by. Fortunately, my ignorance was up against a very persuasive and powerful advocate of the Hallam Award. I don't know if any of you know Vanessa Marshall. Yes, exactly, yes. She's also sold me a timeshare flat in Rotherham, a second-hand Skoda. Don't look into her eyes unless you want to buy a bag of magic beans, that's all I can say. She emailed me details about the Hallam Award, and to my shame, I deleted the email. She emailed me again, suggesting a meeting, or maybe even a telephone conversation. I agreed to a telephone conversation. Our offices are 30 metres apart. And in that conversation, she tried to help me understand what the Hallam Award was all about. And I started to get the impression it was about volunteering, which made Vanessa, I'm sure, realise she actually needed a face-to-face meeting with me to get it into my thick skull, what the Hallam Award was all about. So, over a coffee, she explained it. and it started to sink in. The Hallam Award is about reflecting and learning and gaining skills for your career. But that's what we do with academic mentoring. It's great. The academic mentoring is all about reflection on assignments. Well, the Hallam Award is reflection on everything but assignments. These two perfectly complementary schemes seem to come together at just the right moment. Not only did Vanessa convince me of the merits of Hallam Award, she also put a lot of time into convincing students, coming along to the first 5 minutes of classes, seeing students who couldn't make it to that session individually or in pairs, and a momentum built up on the course for the Hallam Award. And I have to say, this did pay some big dividends. Just some statistics. Before this year that's just gone, we'd never had a single Hallam Award winner on the BAS course at any level. In the year that's just finished, I'm delighted to say of the 131 awards that you've achieved collectively, 21 were from one of the smallest courses in the university. 4 of the 21 platinums were for BIS, including an historic first-year platinum. This doesn't represent a sudden improvement in the BIS course. We've been preparing people for work as IT managers and IT directors for the last 15 years. It doesn't suddenly represent an upswell in volunteering, because I think some people were already volunteers, and when they heard about the Hallam Award, they tagged that on. Some other people heard about the Hallam Award and thought, great, what kind of activities can I go out and find that will help me get the Hallam Award? And it doesn't matter what the motivation was, the Hallam Award is a recognition of the fact that you have acquired skills through reflection that will serve you throughout your careers. I say it's not about the motivation, but there was one incident last year that did challenge that understanding I had, and I can remember exactly when it was. It was the night of winter varsity. I'd been working late, setting up an exam for an exam at 9 o'clock the next day. I was walking up West Street about 7 o'clock in the evening. I got to the tram stop near the Tesco's, and coming out of Tesco's was one of the students who'd be taking the exam, carrying the biggest family pack of Doritos I'd ever seen, and several tinned beverages held together by plastic loops under the other hand. "Harry, what are you doing? Exam tomorrow." Without skipping a heartbeat, he explained all. The beer and crisps weren't for him, they're for his flatmates. Another faculty, Mike, you don't know them, but they've got a big assignment deadline looming, and rather than have them break their concentration, I volunteered to go out and get some provisions. I reflected on my decision to volunteer and came to the conclusion this represented teamwork. My investment in the team would be repaid at some future point, and that's why I did it. He was late for the exam. Who'd have thought there's such a thing as Doritos poisoning? But the point I'm trying to make is that the Hallam Award became part of our vocabulary on the course. We tried to frame our experiences against the skills and the matrix it had. And so I suppose it prompted me, even though I'm not an award winner, to reflect on the year and to see what I'd learned from the year. And I learned 3 key things, really. The first thing I learned was that we wouldn't have had any success if Vanessa had not persisted with me. And I think that as good as she is, she can't get everyone, as thick as me, to understand what it's about. So I have a plea to all of you, winners and friends who've come tonight, to be advocates for the Hallam Award, to tell your flatmates, your course mates, everyone you know about the Hallam Award. And maybe next year there'll be even more people here celebrating. The second thing I learned was just how exceptional all you guys are. 34,000 students at Sheffield Hallam University, 131 winners of the Hallam Award. You're exceptional in so many ways. You found out about the award, you made an application, you got feedback, you factored that in, you made a final submission when you're doing all your other work. So that is a fantastic achievement and well done. And the final thing, I suppose, that I learned looking back is that nothing would have happened if Doug and all his colleagues at the union hadn't given up weeks and months of effort, marking, giving feedback, moderating, organising tonight. It wouldn't have been a patch of what it is tonight without their hard work. The only person I can't think of having any influence in this at all is me. So I've given myself a job tonight, and it's a job that gives me a great deal of pleasure and gratification, and it's twofold. The first part of the job is to congratulate all the winners, and the second part of the job is to congratulate the organisers. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike. And I think that's a really, really strong and important message to have. If we can all go out and be more advocates of the Hallam Award and share with friends, family and other academics, I think we'll be in a much better place next year even further. So now it's time for a brief interval. So got a few minutes to grab yourself a discounted drink from the bar or some free mini desserts in the eye. And it's also a great chance for students and graduates to network with RISE employers, each other, and also the Careers and Employability Centre. Just before you do move, if the bronze and silver winners, could kind of hold back a bit of a group photo with you all, would be fantastic. And also, if you're interested as well, because you have received a Hallam Award, you also qualify for free life membership for the Students' Union. There are applications in the iBar as well. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in a few minutes.
2. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you could please come back and take your seats, we'll be starting in literally 2 minutes. Thank you.
Okay, so welcome back. I hope you've taken the opportunity to mix and have had some wonderful desserts and made some useful contacts during the interval. I've kind of been asked to just remind you all that obviously just keep talking to each other. It's a fantastic evening to celebrating your successes. In terms of photographs, they're all free, so don't worry about having to pay for them. They will be uploaded to the Hallam Union Facebook page in the next few days or so. And if you would like to have photographs afterwards with family and friends and so on, then again, just feel free, once the group shots have been taken after the second half, to just kind of come up and take a photo as well. So, we will now move on to the next set of awards. So please welcome Emmett Cleaver onto the stage to present the Gold Awards.
Evening all, can we hear me? Yeah, that's fine. Hi everyone, hope you're all well. My name's Emmett Cleaver, the Welfare and Community Officer. Hope you enjoyed some of the delicious treats on show just then. I had an eclair, it was delightful. Right, moving on. So, we are now into the final half of the evening, so do bear with us. I just want to echo some of the stuff that Emily said earlier. I'm extremely proud to be presenting the Gold Awards tonight. And, you know, really showing off what our students have done. I've been really lucky to have worked with some of these students over the last year, my first year as an officer, and, you know, being able to see them reflect upon their achievements is absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, they really do put a lot of time into their efforts, and the skills they've gained and experiences they've gained are really worthwhile. I'm sure some of them have made themselves very employable from doing this. We come to university to broaden our horizons, but at the end of the day, there is the employability aspect of it, and you guys have done a fantastic job of making sure you get your foot on that ladder. I know one of the award winners is here tonight, hasn't actually got a proper job. He was kind of like given a job by you guys. You voted for him, but we'll point him out and try and make him a little bit embarrassed later on, so look forward to that. This year we have 54 students have achieved this Gold Award, and that's just absolutely fantastic. We need to give that a round of applause in itself. So right then, so let's begin. Here tonight to receive the awards are Abigail Peters. So the skills developed, Abby has developed, is around communication, working with children with disabilities, note-taking and confidence skills. And this was achieved through being a course rep and a volunteering with children with disabilities and autism. Thank you, Next up is Amina Hussain. So the skills Amina has developed are communication, note-taking and organisational skills. And this is through being a society events organiser and through being a course rep. So next up we have Beth Close. Beth here? Yeah, she is. So Beth's developed skills in leadership, organisation and communication skills. She is the chairperson of Hallam Hornets Dodgeball. Next up, we have Brianna Wilson. No? Okay. So, Brianna Wilson has developed skills in project management, professionalism, leadership and confidence skills. And this has been achieved through being an SBS executive rep, career mentoring scheme, common purpose leadership and being on the Student Voice Committee. So well done, Brianna, there. Next up is Christopher Leake. So Christopher's developed skills in mentoring, leadership and public speaking skills. Chris has been involved in being a placement rep and a peer mentor. I'd like to bring up Danielle Pearson. So Danielle's developed skills in innovation, organisation, working with children, cultural awareness and planning skills. And this is all through being a teaching assistant. Next up is David Booker. So David's developed skills in public speaking, mentoring, leadership and communication skills, and he's been involved as a faculty rep and on the Common Purpose Leadership Programme. Next up is Gwen Chan. So Gwen's developed skills in communication, confidence and event management skills. She's been involved in the cafe culture, something which I know quite a lot about and it's fantastic. She's part of the social mentoring scheme and she's been involved in HR Network Society Committee. I'd like to bring up next Hannah Taylor. So the skills Hannah's developed are events management, leadership and teamwork skills, and she's done this through being a volunteer with St. Luke's Hospice. Next we have Joanna Dawson. So the skills that Joanna's developed is around mentoring, activity planning, communication and public speaking skills even. And she's done this through being a peer mentor. So well done. Right, I'd like to bring to the stage Kieran Pearson. Well done. So Kieran's developed skills in campaigning, communication and leadership skills. He's done quite a bit. He's a course rep. He was on the Men's Rugby Union chairman. He was a sports committee member. He was also on Union Council. And he's also the education officer here at the Students' Union. So well done, Peanut. Fantastic. I'd like to also bring up Laurie Lewis. So the skills demonstrated by Laurie were resilience, listening and feedback skills, and this was achieved through being a course rep and a Vice Centre volunteer. Yeah, well done, thank you. That as well. Next we have Nadia Johnson. Yeah, beautiful. So Nadia's developed skills in communication, and she's achieved this by being a teacher's pet. That's what it said. What's happening? I'd like to bring to the stage Hannah Wilson. There she is. Hey, Hannah. So the skills Hannah's developed is around public speaking, coaching and networking skills. And she's done loads as well. She's been a course rep, gymnastics coach, and she worked at a Target Jobs networking event. Well done, Hannah. Next, I'd like to bring to the stage Pratik Mistry. So the skills that Pratik's learned is around mentoring, leadership and decision-making skills, and he's done this through being on a placement rep and also being a peer mentor. Next we have Ruby Doran Goldman. There she is. So Ruby has developed skills in leadership, confidence and communication skills, and this has been achieved through being a course rep. Well done. Next, I'd like to bring Ruth Brooks to the stage. So the skills that Ruth has developed are leadership, assertiveness, and working with children. She's done this through, partly on a personal note, she worked with me during the housing campaign I did, and she was absolutely fantastic. As well as that, she's also been a course rep, a reading volunteer, and part of the student engagement working group. Next, I'd like to bring Sarah Coing. So Sarah's developed skills in time management, communication and presentation skills. And this has been achieved through being a course rep, and part of a language exchange project volunteer. Next, we have Stephen Barlow. So Stephen's developed skills in time management, adaptability, and verbal communication skills. And this has been achieved through being part of the university's strength and conditioning internship. All right, last but by no means least, we have Yvonne Mupinder. So the skills that were developed were presentation, note-taking and design skills, and this was achieved through being a placement rep. Last of the time. That's it from me. Thanks everyone for the applause and for congratulating one another. Have a great evening.
Quick, not so subtle switch, but we're okay. So, thank you very much, Emmett. And as you can imagine, in the current climate, employability is high on the student agenda. Anything or anyone who can help support students past graduation can only be beneficial while seeking employment. Rebecca Fielding is our next guest speaker who set up Grad Consult in 2012 and has been responsible for the recruitment of thousands of students for companies such as the Cooperative Group, H.J. Heinz and Asda. She's a keen supporter of Sheffield Hallam Students' Union through the Hallam Award and other employability initiatives. So welcome, Rebecca. Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much, everybody, for having me here this evening. It's an absolute pleasure to be here and to enjoy the evening and celebrate your achievements with you. I wanted to start really by telling you the things that you wouldn't know about me from my introduction. So, yes, I've recruited thousands of graduates for some very big businesses, and at last count, I think I've seen over 12,000 graduate application forms for jobs. Everything from engineers to marketing and the third sector and charities. But the things you might not know about me are that I've got a chemistry degree and I have a 2-2. So for those of you who are sat in the room with a degree that's not directly related to an industry, don't worry, would be my advice to you. Your degree in itself and the skills that you're learning through this process are the things that are going to help you go on and achieve a successful career. I'm also a mum of 2 small children and a carer for a father with Alzheimer's. And one of the reasons why I wanted to share those things with you is to say that everyone in this room is more than the things that you see on a CV. And one of the things that the Hallam Award allows you all to do is to reflect and on all of those things and how they have given you broad life skills outside of just what you're doing at university. So for those of you who are caring for family members, working multiple jobs, volunteering, and all of the other wonderful things that you get involved in as part of this award, all of those things make you the employable and successful person that you will go on to be during your career. And all of those skills will what make you successful when you go to an interview. Those are the things that you'll draw on. So, I also reflected, before I came tonight, on why I'd been asked to talk and what value I could add to you in my 5-minute window. And the conclusion I came to is that I think I'm here because it's about talking about the what next, the step after university, when you think about achieving that first step into your career. Or for those of you who've already done a placement year, it might be the first step into your long-term career because clearly that placement's hugely valuable. So, what would be the advice that I'd give you in terms of that first step? Well, I suppose the bad news, and I'll start with that first if I may, is that there are 450,000 graduates plus coming out of university every year in the UK. And most of those, well, all of them have got a degree. Any number have now got postgraduate qualifications, and most of them have a little bit of work experience and something on the side, course rep, volunteering, something of that ilk. That basically sums up nearly 500,000 CVs. So that's the bad news. But there's some really good news. And the really good news is that the market in the UK for graduate jobs is changing significantly. And you're going to be leaving university at a time when there are more graduate jobs than there have been in the last 11 years in the UK. And that's fantastic news. The other good news, and perhaps the best news for you, is that amongst those 450,000, you have perhaps got one of the best experiences of all when it comes to going for that interview, because you have already undertaken the practice of reflecting on the skills and capabilities that you have and how to sell those to employers. So without exception, when I talk to employers, they might be interested in academics, particularly those who are looking for a specific area like software development or engineering. But beyond having the degree that allows you to apply, the key differentiator to whether or not you get that job are your skills and your competencies. Your drive, your determination to achieve, your professionalism, your ability to work with other people in a professional way. Teamwork is absolutely critical in a multicultural and increasingly globalised Britain. And then, of course, you've got commercial focus or business focus. And that's one of the most awful ones, I think, for a lot of graduates. What on earth do people mean by that when you're applying for a job? And it's very, very simple. It's just about being interested in the products and the customers and the markets of the organisation that you're applying for. And if that is the third sector or the public sector, that's just as relevant as if it's the commercial sector as well. So if that's the one thing that I can offer you, it's use the reflections that you've got from the Hallam Award. They're hugely valuable to you. And when you come to answer questions like, tell me about a time when you've worked in a team, or tell me about a time when you've worked really hard to deliver, use those broader experiences in your life and from the experiences you've achieved through volunteering and other positions of responsibility. Because those are the things that make people stand out on those thousands of application forms. People who talk about, when we ask them, tell us about a time when you've worked to deadlines. People who just talk about academic deadlines and prioritising a job with delivering two pieces of coursework and doing their exams don't stand out. That's what everybody says. The people that stand out are the people who had additional responsibilities, were volunteering, doing placements, and had lots of other wonderful things going on in their life. They're the people who have more to say and who have reflected on the skills that they've developed over that period. So that would be the thing that I'd suggest you do your research and pull out all of these fantastic experiences when you're applying for a job. It's a wonderful time to be at university in the UK and to be graduating over the next couple of years. And you have got an absolutely wonderful start with this award, something that's valued by employers and valued by organisations like Rise Sheffield, which I project manage, which is a specific scheme in partnership with Sheffield's Hallam University, which has placed over 100 graduates with local SMEs in the last 12 months. And I'd really encourage all of you to, when you're applying for jobs in the next couple of years, work with your university, your careers service, and with organisations like Rise Sheffield to help you articulate those skills, those competencies and capabilities. And I have absolutely no doubt that if you can continue the process you've already started, that you will have huge success. Thank you very much, and by all means come and get me later on for a glass of wine or a chat if you'd like to pick my brain at all. Congratulations again.
Thank you ever so much, Rebecca. Now for the fourth and final set of awards. Please welcome Melissa Penny to announce the Platinum Awards.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Melissa Penny. I'm the Sport and Physical Activities Officer here at the Students' Union, and I think it's safe to say they left the best officer till last, but I don't know about you guys. I think it's been a really good evening celebrating all the students who are receiving their well-deserved awards, so can we get a big round of applause for that? I would like to say that presenting the Platinum Hallam Awards tonight truly makes me proud to be part of Sheffield Hallam Students' Union and a privilege to represent Sheffield Hallam students. The Platinum Hallam Awards are given to students who have shown excellent evidence of reflection with very good reference to their personal development, action planning and career aspirations. These have also been great evidence of skills development, excellent evidence of their individual contribution to their activities and demonstrated a high level of responsibility. I would like to say you're managers of the future but leaders of today. And you've proved that right here, right now, by receiving all these awards. I find it quite weird presenting awards to people at similar age groups, some people that are still students, some people that aren't. But I think it's amazing that we can all come together and be proud and join in greatness, and I'm so proud to be able to do that. This year, 21 students have achieved a Platinum Hallam Award, and they deserve a huge round of applause. Here to receive their awards are Amy Bumford. Amy's skills were developed as a placement rep through communication, time management, teamwork, and meeting skills. The next student to receive their award is Charlotte Beaver. Charlotte's skills were developed in confidence, listening, feedback and teamwork skills through being a course rep and a Catch-22 volunteer. Next to receive his award is Christopher Hext. Chris's skills were developed in communication, client engagement, interpersonal and teamwork skills through the IBM mock interviews as a teaching assistant and mock SAP competitions. Next to receive her award is Emily Mulholland. Emily's skills were developed in communication, organisation and problem-solving skills. These were developed through being a course rep and Hallam Headspace. Next, we have James Gibson. James received this award for his skills developed in mentoring, facilitation and communication skills through being a placement rep and a peer mentor. Next to receive her award is Jenny Mizan. Her skills were developed through being a peer mentor, and they were communication, confidence, creativity and leadership skills. Next we have Kathy Vaught. Kathy was one of our NUS delegates. She was also a volunteer with Hallam Headspace, and her skills that were developed were campaigning and leadership. Next we have Laura Corothers. Laura developed skills in verbal communication, problem solving, and meeting skills through being a course rep. Next we have Norful Nugroho. He developed his skills in communication, leadership, mentoring, and event management skills through being a jigsaw volunteer, part of the AIM Society, secretary and peer mentor. Next we have Nikki Hibbard. The columns are getting bigger and bigger. They've done so much. Nikki was a course rep, common purpose leadership, sexual health project volunteer, and a Hallam Award promotional video member. She developed her skills in communication, project management, and leadership skills. Next we have Rosemary Hodgson. Rosemary was a PALS leader, course rep, regional coordinator for previous Cargo and Shoe Midwifery Society. She developed her skills in communication, leadership, organisation and teamwork skills. Next we have Samantha Logan. Samantha was a peer mentor and a career mentoring scheme member. She developed her skills in organisation, mentoring and cultural awareness skills. Last but not least, we have Stephanie Harris. Stephanie was a member of the Career Mentoring Scheme and Burglary Reduction Campaign volunteer. She developed her skills through communication, encouragement and networking skills. Just want to say a big well done to absolutely everybody that's taken part. I'm so proud of everybody. I'm jealous that I didn't do the Hallam Award.
Okay. So, that's it for the awards. So you should all really be so proud of yourselves. You've done some incredible work over the past 12 months, and I really hope you've enjoyed tonight as celebrating. Now, our third and final guest speaker is now waiting nervously for her turn to tell you about her experience with the Hallam Award. Charlotte Beaver is a criminology and sociology student and a recipient of the Platinum Hallam Award. Her high engagement with the Students' Union on her course as a course rep and volunteering with the Catch-22 Doncaster prison shop as a probation interviewer has helped her to develop a wealth of skills which will equip her with her future aspirations. The ability to recognise the skills, even more so. So let's put our hands together and give a warm welcome to Charlotte on stage.
For the last 2 years, I volunteered as a student rep and as a mentor for Catch-22. I took on the role as a rep because I wanted to make an impact at my time during Hallam, as well as improving my CV. As a rep, I acted as a connection between the students and lecturers by gathering thoughts and feelings of the students and presenting feedback to the staff to improve the university. I enjoyed this as I got the chance to socialise with other students, reps and staff. However, I did face some challenges when gathering feedback and presenting it. Some of these challenges were that sometimes I felt the students wouldn't open up and tell me their honest feelings. This required me to think of ways to get over this. I also enjoyed volunteering at Catch 22 as a mentor to males at Doncaster Prison as they re-entered the community. Unfortunately, I'm still in the process of being paired up with a prisoner, but I've been involved in other various activities, such as completing training days, shadowing prison staff, conducting mock job interviews with probation workers, and volunteering in the prison shop. All of these have been a great experience as well as an eye-opener. As you can imagine, from the nature of this work, it's not always straightforward and as planned. As a result, I've become adaptable and can think on the spot. My involvement as a student rep and going into the prison and working in the probation office has helped develop skills. The 4 key skills I focused on in my Hallam Award were the skills of confidence, listening, feedback, and teamwork, as I felt that these were the main skills I developed. However, in reality, I've extended much more than just these few. A handful of these include being punctual, working independently, and communicating with prison and university staff in a professional manner. The Hallam Award has taught me the importance of holding a variety of skills that are valuable in employment. I've learnt to talk about the skills I've gained and developed and reflect on these during my voluntary work that I wouldn't have acknowledged otherwise. I've also learnt how to present these on papers in a way that employers like. Whilst completing the Hallam Award, I learnt a fair bit about myself. I approached the volunteering feeling well equipped and qualified for the job, but in fact, although I had most of the skills, these were underdeveloped, as well as realising that I have skills I didn't know I had, which I use every day unconsciously. I also discovered that securing volunteering work isn't as simple as you think. I attempted to volunteer and do the Hallam Award in my first year. However, the volunteering I set up fell through, which made me a bit disheartened, and I didn't complete the Hallam Award. But looking back, I've matured and have become increasingly committed and have grown to understand the importance of persistence and confidence when setting up voluntary work. I've enjoyed volunteering for both these organisations, as I have had useful experiences as well as facing challenges, and opportunities have arisen as I've developed and extended a range of skills. In particular, volunteering for Catch 22 has given me first-hand experience of working in the environment I hope to have a future career in the near future. I've gained many benefits from completing the Hallam Award. The most valuable outcome is that I've extended skills that will be useful in my future. I've also acknowledged skills that can be developed further during university and voluntary work. Filling in the key skills helped my writing style, as well as modules during my second year too. Additionally, I've received recognition for my success during my extracurricular activities, as well as improving my organisational skills by keeping a diary of the voluntary work, which was really useful. Achieving a Hallam Platinum Award has also boosted my CV. Not only will it hopefully help make me stand out at job interviews, but I've also increased my employability as I'm able to present my developed skills and show how skills can be transferred and developed during university and employment on my CV. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much for joining us, Charlotte. Now, before I bring this evening to a close, I am delighted to welcome another performance from Susanna Pavley from AIM Society. Let's give her another warm welcome.
Hi guys, my name's Zuza. I'm just going to be finishing off with a few songs before you guys get off and celebrate with your friends and family. One thing I love about the hubs is that they make it so you can see me and I can't see you, so this is really good for me. Okay, I'm just going to do a cover for you to start off with, and it's called Latch.
feel we're close enough. Could I lock in your love? I feel we're close enough. Could I lock in your love? Now I've got you in my space. I won't let go of you. Got you shackled in my embrace. I'm latching on to you. I'm so encaptured, it got me wrapped up in your touch. Feel so enamored, hold me tight within your clutch. How do you do it? You got me losing every breath. What did you give me to make my heart beat out my chest? I feel we're close enough. Could I lock in your love? I feel we're close enough. Could I lock in your love? Now I've got you in my space. I won't let go of you. Got you shackled in my embrace. I'm latching on to you. Now I've got you in my space. I won't let go of you. Got you shackled in my embrace. I'm latching on to you. To you. I'm latching on to you.
Hey, I'm just going to do one more, just don't want to keep you too long. This one is an original that I recently wrote over the summer when I got a lot of inspiration. Hope you like it. If you want to find out more about my music on my page, the information should be there, I hope. So, yeah.
Can't believe what you said last night. Said you were falling for me. It's like a dream and I do not want to wake up in fear that you'll just disappear. You made a promise that you'd see me soon, but things happened and I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Can we just forget about the past and stop being foreigners in each other's hearts? Oh, 'cause I don't want anyone else. So hold me for a while as we touch down in Paris. Kiss me in the night as we watch the fireworks in the sky on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. Wow. Wow. Oh. I wanna marry you, there I said it, but you said it first. Talk all night on Skype, you say that you don't want anyone else. How romantic, but here we go again, I can't stop thinking anymore. 'Cause I love you far, far too much. And you don't even know it. Oh, you don't even know it. But can you hold me for a while as we touch down in Paris? Oh, kiss me in the night as we watch fireworks in the sky on New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve. Whoa, whoa, You said, meet me on Calais Beach in five years' time. I say, okay.
Thank you. Right. Thank you. I think there was meant to be a bit of a surprise during that last song, so I don't know if they want me to do one more. I don't know where Doug is, so. Are you sure? Okay, right. I'm guessing the surprise hasn't happened yet. Oh, okay, right, okay. Well, do you want me to just get off the stage, or? Okay, right. I'm here till whenever, so. This one is another original that I wrote in March. I performed it at the Shoe Fest in March. So yeah, it's a little bit of a different one. Hope you kind of get it and like it.
Turn the music up, shut the voices out, tell the government to pay us off. Don't make no dirty deals with the devil, 'cause he don't know. Knowledge is king, don't always believe what you hear on the TV. Wow, save our sanity, refresh our clarity. Why can't you see the fire inside? Inside, don't see the people rise. The people, they realize, open your eyes.
guys. Have a good night.
Okay, so how incredible was that performance? Can we give her another round of applause, please? So I guess this is the part where I bring the evening to a close. We have some truly inspirational students here at Sheffield Hallam, and you should all be really, really proud of what you've achieved both personally and professionally. If you're still studying at Sheffield Hallam, I really hope this is not the last time we see you. And if you're graduating, same again. I really wish everyone the very best of luck for the future. And can we please give all of the award winners who received an award tonight a huge, huge round of applause. Now, woo! Okay. If I can hold your attention a little bit longer with all the balloons around. There are many thanks to give just before we go, but can we give a huge thank you to our wonderful guest speakers, Charlotte, Mike and Rebecca. The wonderful performances from Ellie and Susanna. All of the staff that have made tonight happen. A special thanks to the Student Development Unit, Stage Services, Catering, bar staff and the officers for presenting tonight, and everyone else who has made everything up to this point a huge, huge success. And then finally, just a massive thank you to everyone who's attended this evening, whether you're students, staff, friends, family, academics or otherwise. It's a true testament to the support that is given to student activity here at Sheffield Hallam. I hope you've all had a wonderful evening and I wish you the very best and safe journey home. Thank you very much. Can all award winners stay behind? We can do another group shot for Platinum and Gold award winners and then everyone as well at the very end. So thank you very much. Safe journey home.